Good morning to you, and welcome to Christ Over Coffee. My name is Andrew Dixon, and I would like to welcome you to this very special episode this morning entitled Transformative Compassion. Today, we have the pleasure of introducing yet again to the broadcast our very own Provincial Leader of the United States Province of the Holy Spirit Missionary Sisters, Sister Dorota Maria. Now, Sister Dorota has come to us in times past to share her reflection on some very heartwarming things that she has experienced as a Holy Spirit missionary sister. And so today she would like to share with you yet another reflection in the hopes that it would encourage you this Easter season as we look forward to Pentecost. And so without further ado, good morning, Sister Dorota, and welcome to Christ Over Coffee. It's such an honor and a pleasure to have you again with us this morning.
Good morning, dear friends and followers. It is good to be back on Christ Over Coffee. I'm so happy to share with you the joy of Easter. So welcome. I love the liturgical reading during the season of Easter because we are fed with the accounts of the dynamic activities of the apostles and the first Christian community. We hear that the Spirit of the risen Lord pushed them to witness what they have experienced. Each Christian, you, we are invited to be part of this passionate process of sharing our faith, witnessing with our lives the experience of the risen Lord present in our lives, in our being, and the way we are led by the Holy Spirit. Before Easter, we heard many times, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son." Now is the time to experience the fruit of God's love in our lives. The Spirit of the risen Lord, the Holy Spirit, leads individuals and peoples to full communion with God and with one another. All missionary activity is affected by the Holy Spirit. The breath of God's love creates the atmosphere to communicate one's own faith experience. Human encounters become then the medium of the risen Lord's presence. The same power of the Spirit that led Jesus to proclaim the good news to the poor also leads us to follow Him and allows that our being and our activities are part of God's mission. While the spiritual understanding and motivations are foundational for one's dedicated engagement in God's mission, I believe that there needs to be an experiential component as well. It is the latter that I would like to share with you this morning. In the early stages of religious life, we are assigned to various duties, ministries, and activities. This is to prepare us to step in and help out wherever the need might be in the future, regardless of our professional preparation or our actual ministry. At one point, I was assigned to assist elderly and lonely people in their homes. One of them was an old man whom we and the neighbors amicably and playfully called the dirty grandpa. There was some truth in his nickname. His sense of lifelong independence and pride did not allow him to accept help. At the same time, at this stage of his life, he was not able to properly care for himself. The sister in charge set a goal for me before my 3-month shift would conclude. I needed to befriend and convince Dirty Grandpa to allow me to help him spring clean his room and to wash himself. Each time I went to his one-room apartment, I tried to be in a really good spirit, kind and attentive to him. And yet, I weaved in the conversation something about order and neatness, described some activities around cleanliness. I would tell him how I helped the other elderly that I visited, or what we did in the convent, drifting to sweeping, mopping, washing, dusting. You get it. Once in a while, I would offer to clean his table, sweep his floor, or wash dishes in the sink. However, except for the very basic help, I could not go further. When I offered to arrange for someone to cut his hair and shave him neatly, his response was, "I will not open the door." And so weeks went by and the goal seemed out of reach. Invisibly to me, the proverbial dripping water hollowed the stone. One day, my offer to help him with washing up was met with a response, "Warm some water and bring a basin." I surely jumped on the possibility, not knowing what to expect. While the water was warming, I asked him which part of the body he would like to wash. He asked me to take off his socks. He soaked his feet, and then I knelt down to wash and brush them. It was hard, yet I knew that I could not show it, because that could have been the end of his collaboration. Keeping in mind his trust in me, I kept swallowing all my unpleasant reactions. After drying his feet, I was even able to clip his toenails. It was a great day. In a week or so, Dirty Grandpa again responded positively. This time, I was able to give him a sponge bath and put on clean clothes. I even convinced him to put new bed sheet since his body was fresh. This felt as if the sun came down to his window and brightened all around. I don't remember if I ever was able to repeat it, but certainly it was a little easier to assist him with keeping the room and himself clean. Having these personal experiences, these real breakthrough moments, even at the cost of being literally on my knees, is a strong motivation for going on and giving my all, even when I meet with setbacks. The reminders of restored dignity, of giving comfort, building trust, helping to mend relationships with God and other people, and becoming a compassionate presence to someone are only some of the instances that have fueled and nourished my passion for mission. In these instances, I felt like being driven by the power of the Spirit of the risen Lord. Would you be willing to share some of your moments of success, of lifting up someone, of knowing that the Spirit worked through you? Would you be willing to share your moments of success, of lifting someone up, knowing that the Spirit worked through you? Looking forward to reading and hearing your stories. Bye-bye.
Sister Dorota, again, thank you so much for joining the broadcast this morning and your willingness to share the goodness of what God has done through your life as a missionary. We really appreciate it. And in speaking about appreciation, we want to thank you, our online community, our partners here at Christ Over Coffee, because you all have been showing up in unexpected yet beautiful ways through sharing the broadcast, emailing us, letting us know what you think about the show, leaving comments online. And if this is your first time joining us today, we want you to know that we are on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and you can follow us at these various locations down below me. Also, if something you heard today has penetrated your heart and you want to know what religious life is like and to discern whether or not God is calling you to missionary service, we would love for you to give us a call at 847-441-0126. Or please leave us a message in the contact section of our website, www.SSpS-USA.org. Again, thank you, Sister Dorota, for joining us. Thank you for supporting us. And until next time, everybody, remember, we're going to be walking this life one sip at a time. God bless you and your families. Take care, and may you have a wonderful weekend and blessed Easter. Bye-bye.